financial acumen and as a whole, as a community, that hopefully also increases our ability to generate capital at the end of the day. So that is the one thing that I just wanted to share, that yes, we've already gotten students. I will, if every student who gets admission with scholarships, I'll be posting that information because I want them to become a part of Ludeva. So be on the lookout for that. Over time, I'll be posting those updates in maybe the diaspora as well as the Kenya forum. All right. Did anybody else have a proposed project that we talked about in our first meeting, but I might have overlooked?
Okay. No, Bill, I have a suggestion to your program. Mm-hmm. My suggestion is twofold. Number one is the way you've presented the program. I think one of the things I'm thinking is to categorize these projects. One is, do you have a project which requires Ludeva funding? Number two, maybe you have a program that just needs Ludeva platform. It will benefit members, but it really does not require Ludeva to inject any capital in it. Yeah, so that it's an opportunity for members to sort of bring their children or their relatives to participate. So it becomes a benefit, like what Adoyo is doing. He doesn't really need any money from Ludeva, but it can become one of the Ludeva supported programs, meaning it's adopted as a Ludeva program, but it is run by Adoyo. Because we really it basically will be by Otoyo, yes. So it will Ludeva then becomes like a campaign platform for the programs because there's really no investment required. Right. Then we separate those projects that require Ludeva to put in money, and then we separate maybe those projects where Ludeva is doing charity. Many the projects have no return, but Ludeva is just doing what you call a CSR investment, maybe in about 3 to 4 years when they have enough dividends. So that would be my first input to the projects, to make sure that the projects, as they're coming in from the members, they're categorized. Because the nurses program is a good program. Yeah. The teacher program is a fantastic program. And the graduate scholarship program is a fantastic, and all this leads to the combination of the airlift. So the airlift can be the overall Ludeva program, but it is basically anchoring different players who are doing different initiatives, and they all end up with exporting talent or exporting human capacity outside there. Yeah, that would be my input.
I really like the way you put that. What can we fund versus what can we support on our platform? And the reason why I think like this airlift thing is good for Ludeva is that even though we might not be physically putting in money in, we can count it as, you said, what did you guys do in 2023? That we can physically say we did this. Anything that members did can be counted as a Ludeva win, right? So if we are trying to, we have the big objective in the long term, we're going to raise 1 billion shillings. But in the short term here, people want to see what is this group doing. The more projects and say that in 2023, this is what we started and this is what was accomplished. I think it's an overall win for the organization, right? So
perfect. So for me, my Bill, my recommendation would be we adopt the airlift program as one of the anchor program for Ludeva, and then you are running the graduate program. Yeah, and Mr. Adoyo is Otoyo is running there. Yeah, the what we call it's called export of talent. talent export program, but they all end up in the same basket. And then I know there's a lady called Bella. Bella is running the nurses program.
Is Bella?
I think they're doing it. Bella is in the US. They're running it with a lady called Matilda, also in the US.
Okay,
they're basically.
Are they?
Yes, I think I will also give you their number so that you can reach out to them and bring them into Ludeva. They have a pipeline of 1,200 Luo kids on the way. Yeah, so I think they're releasing the first 100 are going for they're actually going under the sponsored program.
Okay.
So the employers pay everything for the children, which is a fantastic program.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think those are the programs now we can put under the umbrella of the airlift program. Then you can be the one coordinating. So anybody with a program which leads to our kids or our parents or our brothers relocating to these diaspora countries to be able to either improve their income and livelihood, why not? That would be the airlift.
It's true. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Can I say something about nursing? Didn't even realize there's people in this group that do the nurses, but I do share nursing opportunities from other people that are bringing people. But one of the things to note is as of February, the nursing visas are on hold.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but they do that periodically. They lock it and they open it. Although I would still encourage people just to do the test, just to be ready so that when the time comes, because also there is preparation. And sometimes our people don't pass those exams because of preparation. I have somebody who's tries, he's in the UK, actually, not Ireland or Ireland. And every time, there's something about the test taking strategies that our people don't understand. And so once they fail the English test, they can't proceed. So maybe what we should be working on really is test taking strategies. I voluntarily train US nurse people wanting to come as US nurses. I can guide them just as volunteer to the people. I've done it. Anybody I've talked to I'm not bragging, but has passed the exam, because the way we are taught in Kenya versus how the American exam is set, even a brilliant person can fail. So, those are some of we can empower our community by just making sure they are ready when, like when it comes to taking, like the way Mr. Otoyo said, he's coaching them for the interview. Those are the things we need to do, because we could have 1,000 people and only 10 come. Why not? Because they're stupid, but because they're not ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It's really good to have the person on the ground here who understands the system. Like when sometimes I send application processes, send me your resume. Kenyan resume.
What Pauline is saying is true, because even.
Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, I was saying what Pauline is saying is true, because you remember the other time we had 800 nurses who went for the English test, and amazingly, none passed.
Yeah.
So it's a big problem, especially for that LTS test. So that exam strategy could be we can get one of the Ludeva members or whoever is doing that program to now become part of the airlift program, where what we call preparation to the airlift. Then you get either English or an exam passing strategy as part of the airlift program. And I love this because this is practical. It doesn't have to wait. It is something Ludeva can adopt. We can design it. We can give it a logo. we can give it a brand, so it becomes one of the products that Ludeva is going with. And Bill, one of the questions you're asking is why Ludeva? I think it's Pauline. We need to give people a why. And some of these things is what will encourage people to join Ludeva and actually become shareholders,
right?
Because they can see practical things that are helping the community.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
With regards to the nursing thing, we have a number of nurses in our Ludeva diaspora community. I know Pauline is a senior nurse here. She's a nurse practitioner. We have Eva Seno in South Carolina, who was one who actually mentioned that she was open to helping nurses come into the US. And I know there's Jane Shalom in Atlanta, Georgia, as well. So we have pools of people who have the talents in nursing. With regards to academia, we have Dr. Calvin Odhiambo. I think there are two Dr. Odhiambos in North South Carolina who are going to be helping me with this airlift, trying to figure out which universities exactly have the best options for students who might be interested in coming over. So there's a potential there. We just have to realize it, and I think it's something that we can do this year and continue doing it into the future. All right. So again, as I mentioned, in the interest of time, Dr. Kibisu, I wanted you to talk to us a bit.